Okay, Stranger Things season 3 recap. Myself and Max, we're gonna do a quick discussion. Um, in my opinion, I think this was the best season yet. Season 2 really let me down, honestly. It's not that I disliked it; I just think it was really, really slow at points. And this season, I just think flowed together and had like a straight narrative the whole time, if you know what I mean. You
Yeah.
know, I feel like season 2 kind of struggled to find its footing until the last couple episodes. But this one was definitely like season 1, where I just wanted to keep watching each episode, and it was all just kind of like one narrative, with like little different like side quests, if you know what I mean.
hmm
Um, but yeah, I think, I mean, the characters definitely made this season. Like
Yeah.
all the characters now are likable. Like all of them have their own little things that they add to the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're just adding more and more. Um, but yeah, what do you think?
Okay. So, yeah, well, kind of touching upon season two, I completely agree.
Hmm.
My problem with season two is that everybody was kind of doing their own thing, but it never felt like it kind of weaved in together
Yeah,
until like the
yeah.
last two episodes. And that was
Hmm.
kind of what made it so like, I don't know. Maybe it's not as bad as I remember, but I remember when I was watching it, it was like exhausting because it was like, okay, come on, let's get with it.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
get
how
pick it
I
up.
felt too. And then they had that, what, episode 7 or 8, where it was just the whole episode where 11 went off with that group of
That is the
people, and
worst
that
shit
episode
ever.
was so bad.
Yeah, and they know
Yeah,
it was so bad because they completely dropped it, never
yeah, they didn't
talked
even
about
talk
it
about it.
again.
Yeah,
They were like,
thank
okay, we're
God,
done with
dude.
that.
I was so
Yeah,
nervous they were going to do an episode like that again.
yeah, that was really bad.
Yeah.
That felt like a total step in the wrong direction, and
Hmm.
they took it back. They're like, okay, let's not go that route.
Yeah.
Um, but I was a little nervous about season three because I loved the first season so much. It was like one
Yeah.
of those shows I was like, I know this is gonna be right up my alley.
Hmm.
And I got through it like in a day, I think, before binging was cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and I was like, I was on edge the whole time, was so into it. And
Hmm.
then, after season two being just kind of okay, I was nervous because I was like, I hope they, actually have something this time around because it
Yeah.
felt like they kind of just retreaded the same water with two,
Hmm.
except it was worse. But I agree that it is maybe the best season.
Hmm.
I loved it, if not the same, but more than the first season. It gave me
Yeah.
that kind of energy that the first
I
season had.
agree. Yeah.
Um, it just felt so vibrant and like lively. Like it felt like it actually felt like a sort of it really did feel like an 80s program, not
Yeah.
like
Well, I
trying to
mean, the
be
way they
80s, but it
directed
felt like
it
it
and the
belonged.
colors were like
Yes, it was
perfect.
very vibrant.
Yeah, yeah.
The
Um,
mall. Oh my
yeah,
god, the mall
the
is
mall is
so
great.
cool.
I love that. I love how the mall connected everything. That was really cool.
Yeah. hmm
Um, I think it was the funniof season.
Oh, I agree.
Season
Yeah.
1 was like the scariest season, I'd say. Like season 1 was actually kind of scary, and then I think
Yeah.
they kind of went away from that just because it's
hmm
like you don't know. That's the one thing that season 1 has, is there was so much like that you didn't know. You didn't really know who was good. You didn't really know who was bad. Like it's just a little kid who disappears, and you're kind of just trying to figure out like what happens. Whereas,
Yeah.
like obviously that's going to keep you watching. I'd say that's the one thing maybe season 1 has over season 3. Um, but yeah, I mean, I loved it. The directing like really impressed me. The
hmm
directing and cinematography for a TV show, it was like unbelievable, I
The
thought.
special effects this time around too. I remember in season two
Yeah.
there were a couple where I was like, okay, that's definitely just a green screen. But this
Yeah,
time
yeah.
around, it felt like it felt like they put a little bit more money into like the giant creature. I forget if they
Hmm.
gave it a name or something, but that thing was fantastic.
Yeah.
It looked
The
great.
flare. Yeah.
Yes, the flare. Yeah, the
Yeah.
flare. Um,
Um
it reminded me
yeah,
of the
yeah, that
Alien
was good.
Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
I
Alien Queen.
Yeah, I got Alien vibes from that thing, and then obviously Terminator. I got like Judgment
Terminator.
Day vibes from the other guy,
Yeah,
which both of those
yeah,
were great. And I mean, what two better movies, like, kind of
yeah.
take
Exactly.
source material from.
Yeah.
But yeah, that those last two episodes were super suspenseful.
hmm
Um, And I mean, the characters just make it. Even like Billy, like last season, I was like, I fucking hate Billy.
No,
And
yeah, I agree.
this season, he was just kind of like a cool villain. I didn't really care when he died. Spoiler
Yeah,
alert.
yeah,
But
yeah. With spoilers, all spoilers.
yeah. But I mean, I feel like I kind of saw it coming. I don't know.
Really? Okay, I didn't see it
Yeah,
coming. I wasn't sure what they were gonna do with that, but I'm glad
yeah,
that they did utilize his like him being a douchebag more. Because
yeah.
he was almost like a Steve in season one
He was
last
just like a
season.
bully. Yeah,
Yeah, and I was kind of like not digging where that was going.
yeah.
But they at least, they're like, okay, why don't we have like our Flair or our actual
Hmm.
main villain actually use him to be even more of like a douchebag or evil kind of
Yeah,
guy? And I think that
yeah.
was a good
That
way
was
of
good.
utilizing
Hmm.
him. But I tweeted this out earlier, and I was like, because my main concern was Billy and Max this season because
Hmm.
I just did not find a reason for them to be in it at all.
Yeah, I agree.
It just felt like another subplot that just didn't need to be there.
Hmm.
Max was and still is just a placeholder for 11 to get back, and now they're kind of like, well, she's just here. Let's have her hype up 11 to break
Yeah,
up with Mike and blah blah blah. She's
yeah.
I hate that character. That's when
Really?
we go character by character that we'll
Yeah,
talk about Max. But
yeah.
I wanted him to be likable, but they didn't necessarily do that. They utilized him well, but what they did that actually ended up working even better was that they made him redeemable.
Hmm.
In the end when he dies, yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was a good way of handling that character's end.
That's why I thought they had to kill him because I'm like, there's no
Really.
way he's killed all these people and they're just gonna be like,
He's gonna get
oh,
away
he
with it.
was mind flayed. Like I
Yeah,
was just like, I feel like they have to kill him to kind of give us some sort of resolve.
yeah,
Plus, I know the actor that plays him does a lot of movies and stuff, or is like doing
yeah,
movies. So he was in
yeah.
that
The
big
Red
Power
Ranger.
Rangers movie. Yeah.
Yeah, the Red
Um,
Ranger. That went
yeah.
well.
So yeah, you just want to go like character by character.
Yeah, let's talk about what
Um,
everybody had to do this season.
so favorite subplot for me was Steve, um,
Oh,
Dustin and Robin
absolutely.
and Erica.
Yes.
Like that was awesome, dude. That was just
Yes.
like it was like Back to the which it was funny they included Back to the Future because I was getting like Back to the Future vibes from them. I don't know. It just seemed like straight '80s nostalgia. Don't you?
Yeah.
Like it just
No,
like
yeah.
Goonies, like all
Cheesy
that.
Russians
Yeah,
are the bad guy.
yeah.
Like I
That's
that
dude. When they like in the first episode, when I see like when they're like, "Oh, Russians," I was like, "Oh, this is perfect," because
yeah.
like, that's so '80s, like the Russians
Yeah.
being the boogeyman.
Yeah.
So yeah, that plot was like awesome.
Yeah, that plot line was great. And I just
Hmm.
want to say too, it's like everybody had something to do that was purposeful, but it was tighter this time around. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't as expansive. They have everybody like kind of in groups this time. So it's like
yeah.
not everybody's separated doing like their own thing. It's like they're doing their own thing
They're
kind
playing
of
off of each
together.
other pretty well too.
Yeah, it was like
Um,
Infinity War, kind of like
yeah,
the Endgame, where
yeah.
everybody's
Good point.
separated but doing their own thing, but they're still kind of together,
For like
just
a
in
common
groups.
goal. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly,
yeah,
like a common goal. Yeah.
yeah. I
Um.
like to off topic a little bit. Just like now that the kids are getting older, like they seem more helpful. Like like
Yeah.
Lucas and Dustin and Mike before, it just kind of seemed like we're just kind of there, like watching 11. But now they're actually
Yeah.
like smart and can like actually help with like problem solving and like
Yeah.
fighting a little bit, and that's
That's a
kind
good
of
point.
nice to see.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But Steve and Robin's relationship was awesome.
Yes.
She
Yes.
really surprised me. She was really good in that. I thought I
Mhm.
was gonna think she was annoying at first. I thought she was just
Yeah,
gonna be
I
like
agree.
a complaining
I was
character.
waiting for it too
Yeah.
because she had like that. Well, she was like just making fun of Steve and Dustin. I was like, oh no, here we go.
I just thought
But
she was
no,
gonna be
she
that
just
girl that worked with Steve who was just like bothering them.
yeah,
Like,
no,
yeah.
yeah. The gothy like
Yeah.
yeah, everything
Yeah.
sucks. But no, she was like she turned around to be like the most useful like great character that.
Hmm.
And I like how they did the twist where it's like she you think that she's into Steve, but she's really
Hmm.
not into Steve. She was
Yeah.
into the girl that was obsessed with Steve.
Which that was a great scene in that bathroom. Like I think
Yeah, it
that
was
just
very
kind of
heart to
showed
heart.
how much Steve has changed because Steve didn't even like second guess it. Like I feel like old Steve would have been like, "No, I don't believe you," but Steve was
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
"Okay, cool." So that was cool to
Yeah.
see. Um, and they were like tripping on something. I don't know. That was funny though.
Yeah,
They're
the
like
drugs,
cracking
yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, dude, when they're like torturing Steve and he's just laughing, I was like, this is pretty funny shit.
It
But
was a brutal. It's a brutal season for Steve, as
yeah,
all of them are. He gets his
yeah.
ass kicked in like every single one of them.
Yeah, I mean, all three seasons have been like violent,
This
or
one
like violent
especially.
themes. This one has a lot of like blood and gore, like
Yeah, it
that they
does.
actually show. Because I feel like in other seasons it'd be just like like a monster like grabbing a guy and like,
Yeah.
but like you really wouldn't see much. But like this season, dude, you watch like scientists implode and like
Yeah,
Steve get
right off the
tortured
bat.
and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
But then Dustin, dude, Dustin was a character I always kind of like. People love him. I was like,
Yeah, I
like
love Dustin.
I think he's like kind of annoying. Like in the first two
Really?
seasons, I don't
Okay.
know. He was always like popping in and shit, like saying random stuff. But like, dude, this season, Dustin like might have been my favorite character. He
Really?
was
Okay.
great. Yeah, I thought
All
he
of
was
them I thought
awesome
were
in
so
it.
great this time,
Yeah,
except for Max. Except for Max.
yeah. The Scoop Troop was the best.
Scoop Troop was pretty awesome.
Erica, Lucas's younger sister,
Mhm.
she was great in it. I thought she was
Yeah.
funny. That was kind of like a funnier storyline. Because what she's probably about the age like they were in the first season.
Yeah. They just
Um,
had great dynamics with each other.
yeah, yeah, for sure. And then let's see. So yeah, Max. Um,
Uh,
who all was that group? Max, Lucas, Mike,
Max, Lucas,
L.
Will. Yeah. They were kind of all
Will.
together.
Yeah,
Max. Okay, here's my problem with Max.
yeah.
So this is how it comes across to me. So okay, in season 2, 11's gone. Well, we need a new 11 to hold her place until she comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's
Can't be an
Max.
all
Here's the
male.
new girl. Yeah,
Yeah.
here's the new girl. She's here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't really care for her in season 2, and then now that 11's back, they're like, okay, what do we do with her?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just have her hype up 11 to do her own thing and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I will say I at least enjoyed like their bonding. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I
That
still
the
don't see
scene in
her
like
as a
the
character.
gap or whatever was
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, she just doesn't seem like she fits in with like the group of friends. Like I
No.
don't buy her being friends with all of them, if that makes
She
sense.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
just kind of like in a way, she's kind of like the troublemaker for, not like, she's kind of like the troublemaker into like kind of breaking up kind of everybody this season.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I agree. Last season I didn't really like her and Billy. I just kind of thought they were like pointless and repetitive.
She's the lamest out of all of them.
Yeah.
She's got nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't I was hoping they would maybe go into like their like cuz like their dad's obviously abusive, but like
They
they
should
haven't
have gone
gone into
into
like
that
their
more, yeah.
I think they could have like that was a good opportunity to, like kind of
Make
uh
her
make her more likable or almost just
yeah,
more of a dynamic
sympathize with her.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe next season. I mean, they went into it in Elle's vision a little bit, but like that was pretty much only Billy.
Well, now they have the opportunity to do that probably next season
Mm-hmm.
with more so of Billy, I guess.
Yeah.
That was at
Yeah.
least sad. That I felt bad for her there because she didn't really know what was going on too much other than
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, the whole season she was kind of like, see, that's another thing I wish they would have gone into more. Not that I'm like complaining about the season, but like they like, I mean, the fact that like Max is having this inner turmoil of whether she should let them kill her brother or not.
Yeah.
And like she doesn't know, so
They don't do anything with it.
yeah, she just kind of had a little conflict where she was like, is my brother gonna die or whatever?
Like the sauna test and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think they could have gone more into that, but then again, they might just be like, they care about the core characters more than they do about.
Yeah, I
Billy
think
and
that was
Max.
probably the best way of doing it, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're gonna have it, just stick to the main ones and just have her still be there.
Yeah. Probably my least favorite storyline, Nancy and Jonathan. It's Jonathan, right?
Yeah, Nancy and Jonathan. That was your least favorite?
Yeah, I mean, the guys were such assholes to Nancy, and I was like,
yeah,
they kind of overdid it. I felt like,
agree.
Like there were so many
overdone.
scenes of it. Like
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we get it. Like they're dicks. Like, I mean, they should have killed them at like the end of the first episode, not like the third or whatever they did. I just felt like the whole newspaper storyline.
I
Which
was
they
fine
didn't
with
really
it.
end up running with that. After
Yeah,
halfway through, they kind of gave up,
I
like
don't think there's a single newspaper printed about it.
yeah,
Uh, I agree. Yeah, I guess I didn't really even think about that too much. Yeah, they kind of. Well, I think the only way it's okay is like the main purpose of that whole kind of plot line was just being investigating.
yeah,
Just to
yeah.
get to your end, your conclusion,
Hmm.
what's going on in the investigation that you're going
Hmm.
through right now, and they got through it. They found out what was going
Yeah.
on,
I
but I
guess
don't
it's
know
just
how
like
much it
they were
satisfied
skipping
their.
between them and the Scoop Troop, and they were both
Yeah,
doing investigating. And I'm like, but Steve and Robin and Dustin and Erica are so much more interesting than
yeah, I
Nancy,
agree.
because I don't find either one of them really that interesting. Like, I think they're both kind
Really,
of like I
I
just
think I.
didn't know what the characters are.
Okay.
Like I don't know if there's a lot to them, but I don't
Mm.
know.
Yeah, I think about shit my pants last season when they finally got together. I will say
Yeah,
that. I was finally glad they
yeah.
did. Um,
Um, yeah, I like that like Steve didn't get the girl. Like Steve isn't
yeah,
like this like womanizer dude.
it's
Like they
helping him
kind of gave
grow.
Steve like a season break from like yeah, I think that's good that him and Robin are just friends,
Yeah.
looking at family video, hanging out.
Yeah. Is that what I'm assuming that's when Family Video was coming around, the 80s? I
I
don't know how
guess,
long
dude.
it's
I
been.
was like, I didn't know family video was around then, but
Yeah, I know,
yeah,
seriously. I thought it seems like such a 90s thing.
they didn't want a Blockbuster.
They did.
Blockbuster
Yeah.
was charging too much. They're like, we need the
Yeah.
money.
We didn't
Um,
yeah.
but and then you have um what are the other sort? You have obviously Hopper and Joyce, um,
Yeah.
and then Murray and Alexei
Yeah.
or Smirnoff, which the four of
Smirnoff,
them were
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I put that clip on my story on Instagram. I love that clip where he's
Which
like,
one?
he's at the gas station with the Todd father, and he's
The
like,
Todd
he's
Father.
murdered many children, and then it just like pans over to him, and he's just like slurping on a slushy, and he's like,
Yeah, he looks so innocent.
many children. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Um
that was funny.
yeah, so Hopper was like I liked how they made Hopper like, the dad now. He's finally getting
Yeah,
to
that's what
like
I was gonna
live the
say.
because in season one he's pretty much like a miserable, depressed man because of his
Like an
daughter, like ruined his
alcoholic.
marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ruined his marriage and blah blah blah. Now he's finally getting to live out that plot, getting to live out being a father.
Hmm.
And now he's just super pissed because it's getting kind of ruined by
Yeah.
um, Mike, being the boyfriend, and he's got to deal with that, and everything he's encountered, with 11. He
Yeah.
almost feels as I like it how it kind of almost feels like, in a way, I feel like he kind of knows that she could probably like explode him or something like that, but
Yeah.
yet she lets him be like that father figure to her, and he
Yeah.
it's always like it's not just 11, she's my daughter. That's what I really
Hmm.
like too. Like he's like, yeah, this is my daughter, blah blah blah.
Hmm.
He was just kind of on edge the whole time, though. I thought that was kind of funny that
Yeah.
he's just
He had
like
a
that.
lot of really funny scenes.
Yeah, he did.
Him like threatening Mike was pretty great, and then he was
That
all
was
like
pretty
hyped
funny.
about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, Joyce was great. Winona Ryder's really good.
Yeah.
I think she had a lot of material to work with this season compared to the other seasons. I feel like in the last two seasons, she's just kind of been like this depressed mom looking for her
Yeah.
son, with like similar dialogue in every episode. Like, have you
Yeah.
seen my son? But like this season, I think she really did like some really good like acting. Like, not that she didn't in the prior seasons. I just feel like she was given a lot more to work with. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
She still has that grief about her,
Mm-hmm.
especially with happened to like Bob in the last season. But
Yeah.
she kind of takes charge into kicking off the whole investigation with Hopper.
Yeah.
So that was nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, every time I think of every time I think of Sean Astin getting jumped on by like these
Oh,
Demogorgon
that was
dogs,
so
like
depressing.
chubby Sean Astin, I
Yeah.
can't stop laughing.
But that was so depressing
It
because it's
was,
like,
yeah. And then she had like PTSD from it this season. I was like, oh man.
yeah,
But yeah, Hopper was great.
was great
Murray,
until he
yeah,
died.
was.
Died.
Can you hear Ray howling? Dear God.
Yeah, I can. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Hopper was great until he, died.
There's no way
Like
he's
that's
gone
the Infinity
forever.
War deaths where you're like,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
yeah.
That was
Um,
depressing, though. I'm not gonna lie. I cried. It got to me. It was pretty
I didn't
emotional.
cry when he died, but I did when they were like reading the letter and
But
yeah,
all
that
of
was
that got me.
sad
I was
when
like, "You kidding me?"
he was talking about being her dad and like them watching westerns. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, because it's like it's so surface level. Because I saw some stupid tweet by Evan Rachel Wood about like she's like the cop in Stranger Things season 3. That's not someone you date. It's wrong.
What?
Just because he was talking about
Her
her, she was
actual
like,
account tweeted that?
yeah, she was like talking
Oh
about how
my
she
god.
was talking about how like he's so abusive and stuff, but it's like clearly she couldn't even name the character, so she probably just hopped on the bandwagon season 3. But it's like it's no secret that he felt that way all along. It's clearly like he's a caring guy. He's always been
Yeah.
like that.
Bro,
It's
what?
just
She
this.
literally plays like a murdering psychopath in Westworld. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. I don't know
That's
what she
so
was thinking.
dumb. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, come on,
I mean, it's
he's
called a character arc.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. You don't I don't understand why people don't understand that. It
yeah.
honestly bothers me. It's like
It's like being
what's the
like,
point of
fuck
making a movie?
Steve.
Yeah, you want your character to start at point A and then
Yeah,
end up at Z,
exactly.
Yeah, I don't
Exactly.
know. She
And
probably watched the first episode. She's like, "What is this?
yeah.
Toxic
Um,
masculinity." They
but
tackled that a lot this season. They
they
did.
did. They did. Yeah,
Some of it subtly, some of it not
yeah,
so subtly.
Max wasn't very subtle.
Yeah,
But
the newspaper probably wasn't. I thought it was so funny. It was like the scene where Eleven's like on the beach looking at Billy's like past.
yeah.
It was almost I almost started laughing because it was honestly like her walking through like a cloud of like toxic masculinity, watching like the dad be abusive and stuff like
Yeah, he's
that.
like getting mad at his son for not being good at baseball. Like,
Yeah, they did it. Here's why. Okay, I usually hate when they go overboard with it, but I think it was fine this time around. I don't know if I've just become desensitized to it because I just kind of expect it from all these like
yeah.
major properties now, but it didn't bother me that much at all.
Yeah. And I loved Murray. Murray was super funny in it.
Yeah, he's pretty
Um,
insane.
and then, bro, that's when I was really sad is when fucking Alexei gets shot and dies.
That
'Cause he
surprisingly
was,
hurt.
yeah, yeah. I was like, oh no, they're not gonna
Yeah,
kill him. Like he's only been in it a few episodes. I was like, damn.
yeah,
Just him and Murray were building a little friendship.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, so we'll start off after the epilogue. Like, really interested to see where they're going to go there. I thought it was weird that they didn't say where the buyers are moving to. They
Yeah.
never meant, they just said south because Mike was like, maybe you can come up north for Christmas or something.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see where they're moving to. I guess, first of all, like, there has to be a season 4, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like there has to be. So I'm interested to see how they'll all get reunited. And did they even in that epilogue? They didn't really even acknowledge like Billy dying. Like Max,
Yeah, they didn't.
they didn't show like Max's house or like anyone
Yeah.
had said or like God, like maybe a funeral or something. Like
It
there's
just goes to show how much they didn't care about
yeah,
about
yeah.
Max. Yeah.
And Max,
Um,
Max was joking around. She wasn't even like upset. I'm like,
she's like, I mean,
what?
he's dead. He sucked,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that they probably should have gone into that a little bit. I'm sure they're gonna wait to hold it for season 4, I guess.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm just interested to see where the buyers are moving to. If it's like still in Indiana or if it's like Texas, you know what I mean? Because like that could really create some plot holes if it's like, oh, we got to drive up from Texas back to Hawkins, like they need us,
Well, I wonder if they're gonna make it. They're gonna expand it a little bit. They're gonna leave it, not just in
like
Hawkins,
the
but make it
trouble
maybe
follows them maybe or follows
that
Elle.
could be. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um. Yeah, that could be. I don't know where they're gonna go.
I'm just like
Um.
I'm kind of done with the Upside Down, but I don't know what else would be like the villain, if you know what I
See,
mean.
that's what. Okay, that was kind of my problem with season 2. It felt
Mhm.
like it was just the upside down, just again, but
Yeah.
this time around, it felt like it felt like almost like an aliens kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's like they're
luckily
just
there
dealing
was
with
really no
this giant.
upside down in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were trying to get there, but it was like
Mhm.
more of just this giant creature kind of
Yeah,
just
which I like
wrecking
that.
havoc in the town, which I thought was great. It was different enough.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do, because obviously we get a little taste at the end credit scene of what's
The
kind
Demogorgon.
of, yeah, it was just a
Mhm.
Demogorgon again. I wonder where the hell that came from.
I swear to God, dude, if it's just a Demogorgon in the next season, just like as the
Yeah,
villain, I'm just gonna.
no,
be
I
like,
hope
come
not.
on. Yeah,
I honestly hope they kind of further the Russian
that's
stuff.
what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I hope it's like some like KGB are the villains, or like like they have to rescue. Well, so yeah, in the post credits, the American, which I would say there's a 90% chance it's Hopper, or 10%
Yeah,
chance it's Brennan or
Doc
whatever.
Brenner. Yeah,
Brenner, yeah.
I hope not. I'd be disappointed if it was
That'd be
Brenner.
such a my sister made a good point. I was talking to her about it. She was like, I think Hopper being in the prison cell would be too obvious. So like maybe it'll be Brenner in the prison cell and everyone's let down. And then like the second episode, Hopper's like in the Upside Down. And like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Which would kind of be cool because then you're kind of like, fuck, it's not Hopper. And then like they come back with Hopper.
I'm curious as to how they're going to explain what happened to him, because clearly, from what we've seen, the guys get incinerated.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
boiled.
But then they like purposely only show those
Never
guys.
show they never show
Yeah.
the body.
Which
is
what the
always a
fuck,
sign
dude?
that-
I'm
that
like,
he's
can
still
Joyce not
alive.
just like wave him up or something? Like,
Yeah,
hey,
she's like,
come
"Hey, come
on."
in here. What are you standing for?
No,
You get
sorry,
just
I
time."
can't. Like he just
Yeah.
stands there watching her.
Yeah.
But I love the post credit scene. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And it's so cheesy. Like, no, not the American, and they're in
Yeah.
Kamchatka, Russia. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be interested to see what the streams are of the show in Russia.
The what?
Like the streams on Netflix in Russia.
Oh God, yeah.
They probably
Like,
hate
what
it.
the hell is this? This
Because
is
the
offensive.
entire 80s, Russians were like the villains of our
The
movie.
villains,
Like,
yeah.
that was during the Cold War. Now we're like allies somewhat.
Yeah.
So the Russians are probably like, what the fuck?
Well, at this point, I feel like you kind of understand that that's what it was like back in the 80s. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah, I'm interested. I would like to see a setting away from Hawkins. That could be kind of how they make, like how the mall was this season. That could be kind of cool if like, next season was just like a whole new city, like a big city.
Yeah.
Town.
I wonder. Yeah. I don't know. I think the thing that makes Stranger Things thrive so much is that it is small town.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I wonder. I really don't know what they could. I'm really interested where they're gonna go. I really don't know where they could go. It's like one of those things where it's like I hope they actually have like a plan for it instead of just like okay, we'll figure it out later.
It out yet because like
yeah.
If they're going to like Florida, wouldn't they have been like, oh, like call us when you get to Florida? Like I feel like they would have at least said something.
Yeah. Yeah.
We never really talked about Millie Bobby Brown. I think this was her best acting. She did really good. I thought.
I love
really
11.
funny.
Yeah.
I thought the whole storyline, not her, but I thought Mike was going to kind of be annoying in that storyline at first, but it ended up being like a really funny, sweet storyline. I thought
young love kind of.
Yeah. And it all made sense. None of it was far fetched or anything.
Mm-hmm.
The whole 3 inches to the door thing was funny.
Yeah.
I've seen some tweets that are like, why couldn't Hopper have just said, I love you 3 inches?
Yeah, see, I was just about to say, I saw a tweet that was like 3 inches. I love you 3,000.
Yeah.
The number 3's messing me up. I agree. 3 inches, 3,000.
Did you see the tweet that was like, Mike in Stranger Things season 3, and then it's that girl just screaming, that fucking fat ass Indiana cop.
What?
There's like this video that went around a few years ago. This girl's like freaking out because she gets a ticket, and she's like screaming, and she goes, that fucking fat ass Indiana cop, and it was like Mike all season
about Hopper. Yeah. I want to see that video. But yeah, I almost feel like a lot of people watch this show now just to get with the memes. Like there's always because it broke like a record, like had like 40 million account had like 40 million accounts watch it, which is the most that they've had both TV and movies. Mm-hmm. And that they had like 18 million actually finish it within days.
Yeah.
So
dude, if I'm Netflix, I just throw all my money at Stranger Things.
Like, they're gonna have to. So now that everything's going away.
Yeah.
they're gonna have to start
They're
making
gonna have to
something.
find like a strong comedy to
Yeah,
the original. But yeah, I don't know. I really hope Stranger Things doesn't go downhill. I really think if they throw a lot of money at it and have like good budgets and keep up the good like visual effects, like the characters are like loved enough now, even if the story is subpar, people will still think it's pretty good. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I'd love to
Um,
see a movie. I think
yeah,
they could. I think that has potential to do that.
that'd be
I mean,
awesome.
why not? Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it basically is like it's like
Yeah,
you might as well just do a Netflix movie.
make a really
Um,
big budget one because
yeah.
it would make a ton.
Oh yeah, yeah, it
And
would.
I think it's one of those properties. It's like you have a movie like Bird Box where I think that held a record for a little bit where it had, or you had like Bright also. Like
Hmm.
those movies both held the record for like having the most amount of streams
Yeah,
in a certain
and
amount of days.
both
It's like
those movies were bad in
n-
my opinion.
nobody would
Like,
have seen those movies like
yeah,
if they came to theaters. But I think Stranger Things is a big enough property now that people would actually go see a movie. Like it would
yeah,
make it'd put up some actual decent numbers at the box
yeah. I
office.
agree. I'd be interested to see what the budget would be on like a 2-hour Stranger Things movie.
Yeah. Or
Um,
just put it on just put it on Netflix, just a big budget Netflix movie. I mean, I'm
yeah,
fine either way, but I think before it starts to get bad, which I'm afraid is probably going to happen, probably just keep it a little smaller
I think
if
it's
you don't
gonna
have
get
that enough
awkward
ideas.
once the kids keep growing up. It's just gonna get weird.
Yeah.
Um, that
Half the
was
fun is that
another.
they are kids.
Did
Yeah.
you see the Will Byers and Mike
Bison.
Wheeler season 15? It was the dudes from
Yeah.
Hot
Oh, can we
Rod.
talk about Will for a second?
Yeah, yeah.
So Will is kind of like a plot device in season 2 in 1. He's just
He's
kind of
just
the plot.
has the shit beat out of him in both
Yeah.
seasons. Yeah.
But I felt so bad for him this time around because it's like he's kind of missed out on so much
Hmm.
and having like a normal childhood and
Yeah.
because of the upside down. And I felt so bad for him because it's like
Yeah.
he's kind of having to face the consequences of something that he can't even really control. And he's gonna
Exactly.
being
Yeah.
forced to grow up. I felt really bad for him.
They're like,
Um,
Will, did you think we would have never met girls? I'm like, this kid was in like an alternate
yeah, this kid
universe for
is
like months. Like, you think
traumatized.
this kid's just gonna go
Yeah.
out and start like hooking up with girls? Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
exactly. He's
Yeah.
still he's not even fully recovered yet. He's kind of
I'm
got like,
I'm
spider
glad they gave him a
senses.
break this season because like in the first couple episodes when he was touching his neck, I was like, please God, not again.
Well,
Don't.
I was afraid they were going to introduce that big old tentacle monster again. I was like, I hope they
Yeah.
don't do that because
Yeah.
that was not good at all, really, or not worth or hyped up to what it was supposed to be
Yeah.
in season 2. But at the end of season 2, don't they hint at that thing still being alive? I'm surprised they
Yeah.
kind of didn't. Maybe it's
Yeah.
still alive and upside down. I don't know.
And then, so the Demogorgon in the post-credits scene, I mean, if Elle is still alive after season 1, you would think the Demogorgon would still be alive too, just because they were both like put in the upside down. So, like,
Yeah.
apparently there's another, like portal or whatever in Russia. So, like, did the Demogorgon just walk out into that portal, or like? So,
Hmm.
I'm interested to see if that's the same Demogorgon or what. Um,
Probably.
yeah.
I, I would assume so.
Hmm.
I, I,
I think
I,
so
I
too.
I don't think it'll get too crazy where there's like a lot out there. Maybe just keep it small. Like there's just
Yeah.
one Demogorgon left.
Well, that'd be cool too if you kind of had like a vendetta or something.
Yeah.
Personified the
He learns the
Demogorgon.
English language
His
or
name's like
Russian.
Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
uh, yeah, I don't know. That's going to be tough to get Hopper back to America from a Russian gulag prison, like being tortured. Like that'll be a tough plot device, I feel like.
yeah.
Um, dude, that'd be kind of cool if Elle gets her powers back. And like
Yeah,
they
they took her
find out where
powers
Hopper
away.
is. Yeah, she doesn't have her powers. And like, what
I
if she
think that
finds out where
that sets
Hopper
up
is?
a
And then
good
like
potential.
they go and rescue him. Yeah.
Yeah, that sets up a good potential there. That she's not like
Yeah.
strong anymore. She's gonna,
I think a
she's
lot of
kind of
people
being
won't
normal.
like that, but I liked it because the first 2 seasons were kind of them just relying on Elle to do everything for like
Everything.
powers, and
Yeah.
they just kind of sat there and watched. And this season, it was kind of like okay, like we're gonna have to problem solve, and Elle just can't be like, because even the last 2 episodes, like before she lost her powers, I was like, she's using this shit so much, like
Yeah.
I feel like she's gonna be like weak or die or something, like
Yeah.
because she was using it for like pointless stuff. So
yeah,
like,
because you get stupid Max like, it's her power. She can do what she wants with it. And then
yeah,
Max, well, we don't know what's going to happen if she keeps using it way too much. And look
yeah.
what happened,
That's
Max.
what I'm saying. I'm
Look
like,
what
listen to
happened.
fucking Mike. Come
Yeah,
on, yeah,
yeah. Max is like, I know her so well. We bonded for a day.
yeah.
And
What
Mike's
the
like, yeah,
fuck,
shut
Evan?
up. Yeah. Max. God. I am
Max.
ashamed we have the same name.
First death of season 4 better be Max.
Could you imagine?
Episode 1. They storm the Russian gulag. She just gets like mowed down in the crossfire. Like some Quicksilver, like she jumps in front of Elle. She's like, girls can't be hurt. And she gets
Yeah.
30.
She's got that ignorant child mindset. Yeah. I'm
Oh
invincible.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hopper's just like shaking his head. He's like,
Yeah. They're like, we need to get rid of them. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
man. But no, overall, I thought it was a great season.
Yeah. I'd give it
Easy
like
one
a
to binge. Easy one.
4.7 or 8 out of 5, I think. Like, I really, really liked it. Visual effects, acting, storyline. Like, it really checks all the boxes for me.
Yeah.
Only downside, I think, was just Nancy and Jonathan's storyline, and then just kind of some left undone storylines. I really thought Mike's mom was gonna like apologize or tell her husband that she was about to like fucking 18.
Can we kind of
They never went back
a little
to that.
bit? That never went anywhere.
Yeah,
It was kind of just a setup to show that Billy was, just didn't care about who he was getting with. He's just still a douchebag, I guess.
They could have just had him flirt with them.
Yeah.
Or with her, because like nothing happened besides her just going up to Billy and being like, I'm sorry. And
I was like, she's not actually gonna do this, right? Like
they
show that shot
like,
of like the daughter with Mike's dad. I was like, this is fucked up. Like,
dude, and then they roast the dad the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Like the Nancy's like, oh, I get my will from dad, and then they both start laughing, and then like he's on the roller coaster and he like looks like he's like they just like shit on him. I feel like
I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
The real hero.
Yeah, maybe they wanted the audience to be like, God, I wish you would have fucked Billy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm glad they didn't do that, because that would have I think that would have been terrible, because it just make Mrs. Wheeler seem like a terrible person.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I'm gonna bump it up to the 5 out of 5 for me, because I think I love it just as much as the first season. It's not perfect all around, but I mean, to totally get to that point as a TV show, to have everything be perfect when you have so much going on, I think this is about as good as it can get.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just great TV. Yeah, it's just great TV to watch. Great bingeable stuff. Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great.
The visuals just really stuck out.
Yeah, this one that I feel like they themselves know that, okay, season 2 was not what it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Let's kind of change things up a little bit and get better, and they did.
Yeah. So
good
series. We'll leave
good
it
stuff.
Good stuff.